We are now living in an age that no business owner should ever miss a phone call. And the reason why is because now there is a technology that is accessible to everyone and anyone that's willing to have a little bit of patience and a lot of determination. With using AI voice, you now have the ability to create your own very human like, by the way, phone assistant that knows your business, that can answer calls, so that way you can focus on the more important things. And I'm going to do something kind of crazy. I do offer this service to other business owners, but I want to empower you to learn how to create this yourself. So we're going to hop right in. I'm going to share my screen with you and actually walk through step by step what it takes to actually build out an AI voice assistant, just like the ones that you may have seen on my YouTube channel. We're going to show you that. So let's hop right in. Hey guys, what's going on? So in this part of the video, I'm going to actually let you watch me build an AI voice assistant so that you have the knowledge to actually do this yourself. A lot of people ask me, or they tell me that my AI voice assistant sounds a lot better than what they've heard and seen. Well, I'm going to pull back the curtains and actually show you what to do and how to do it and the exact tools that I use. And I do want to preface this by saying I am using a set of tools, but if you have this knowledge, you can apply this almost any AI voice software. There's lots of choices out there, but I'm going to go over it from start to finish. I'm going to do it in a non-threatening way. Even if you're not a techie person, tried to make this as super simple as possible. So first, let's talk about what we're going to need to do this, okay? The cool thing is you don't necessarily need to add a new software, so to speak, okay? 3 out of 4 of these you already have, you're probably already using in your business right now. The other reason why I like the model that I'm doing is because you don't have to pay a monthly fee for the service right here that I'm talking about, the voice LLM. It's kind of a pay as you go model. So you can test it out, try it out. The one that I'm going to show you, I believe they even give you like a few dollars of credits for free to test out and see what you like. So I'm going to actually jump in and show you. And no, this is not go high level, guys. I have my own thoughts about that. I'll probably record it in a separate video, but here's what's needed. You need Google Sheets. And I have a template here. We're gonna use Google Sheets. You're gonna use Zapier, which you probably already have, and you're gonna need the paid version of Zapier for this. Claude or ChatGPT, it's optional, but it's helpful. And then we're gonna use what's called a voice LLM. Okay, so this is actually the thing that is your assistant. Okay, so those are the 4 things that we are going to need. I put together this spreadsheet. And this is going to be the things that we're going to be doing. We're going to be filling this out together. I'm going to be putting in some dummy data here. And it'll tell you also what you need, okay? So let's actually jump right in. I'm going to actually show you. Let's see here. Let me show you the call flow of what this would actually look like, okay? So there's 2 parts of the process. You're going to have the things that happens during the call. So that is your AI voice assistant, right? Or like your AI receptionist, whatever you want to call it. But then we have to put together what happens after the call. These are the call notes. How do you get access to the call notes and take the data that was taken from the call and actually make it usable, right? But this is how it works. So your call comes into your main phone system. You don't have to change your main phone system or anything like that. Just like if you were hiring a receptionist or a answering service, you're going to forward your main phones whenever you want it turned on or whenever you don't want to answer your phones. You're going to actually forward it to your AI voice assistant. And in this example, we're going to name her Susie, okay? From there, Susie is going to follow your prompts, okay? Whatever you train Susie on, and I'll help you with this, right? And I misspelled greeting, but all right, so she's gonna say whatever greeting you want there. And then she's going to listen to the call inquiry and decide the path, okay? And so most calls are going to go, especially if you're in the home service, they're going to go between one of these five main paths, okay? Is it a quote request? Is it scheduling? Is it billing? Do we need to transfer the call, or is it a FAQ or other question, okay? If it's a quote request, you're going to notice actually, no matter what the call is coming in for, we're going to collect their contact information, right? And so in this example, it's going to be at least the first and last name and the phone number. It could potentially be the email address, but sometimes you don't need the email address for all of these, right? Um, so under the quote request, we're going to collect the contact information, the name and the phone number, excuse me. And then we're going to collect information about the services that they're interested in and the property details. And then we're going to wrap up the call, do a call closing, thank the caller, and then end the call. If they're calling for scheduling, we're going to collect their contact information, name and phone number. We're going to confirm, are they a new or a returning customer, and if they've already received a quote. If they are a new customer and have not received a quote, we're going to send them back down this path, right, to go ahead and get that quote information. But if they're a returning customer, we'll just take a message and pass it on to the team for the team to reach out to go ahead and schedule that. For billing, you don't want Susie to do answer questions on billing, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to collect the contact info, and then we're going to gather whatever issue or details it is, and then forward it to the billing, wrap up the call. Thank the caller, in the call. Transfer. So if they're calling about any of these, if at any time someone says, I want to speak to a human, I want to speak to the owner, yada, 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 right? We're going to collect their contact information, get a good phone number, we're going to take a message, and then we're going to wrap up the call. Now, for the FAQs, we're going to collect the contact information. We're going to answer if she can, right? We're going to show you how you can train her. If you can, she'll try to search her knowledge base to answer the question, and then, wrap up the call if there's no other questions. But if it's a question she's not trained on, she's going to take the message, wrap up the call. Okay. After that, you get what's called the end of call data, right? So it's going to spit out. So it's called end of call data. And this is where Zapier comes in. We're going to use Zapier, a webhook, right? And this is where you can pass your information to, in this example, we're going to keep it super simple. We're going to pass it to a Google Sheets and then send an email notification. But guys, you could do whatever you want. If you want it to send a text message notification, a Slack notification, if you wanted to get this into your CRM, whatever you're using, you can pass that on there. What I really like about this system is that it doesn't, like, you can continue to use whatever software or call flow that you're already using, right? We're just plugging it already in. So we're already 7 minutes in. Let me go ahead and jump into what we need to do first. Okay, so first we're going to work on setting up what happens during the call. But guess what? Before we do that during the call, we need to do a little bit of prep work. Okay, because when we come here, we have to train Susie, right? So this is where what we're going to do is we're going to have to make a prompt. We're going to have to do some settings. Don't worry, it's not overly complex if you have a little bit of patience. Again, I made it easy for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this out. Now, in this example, I'm using fish window cleaning, and I put in some dummy information. So let me go here, and I'm going to fill this out. Services offered. So I'm going to go to their website. It looks like gutter cleaning on commercial, residential. So let's just type this out, right? Um, let's say residential and commercial window cleaning. I saw gutter cleaning, awning cleaning. I think that was it. Let's see. Light fixtures. Okay. All right, service description. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on these, and actually look, this is cleaning includes. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste. So when you do this for yourself, you're going to want to be a little bit more specific. But yeah, window cleaning service includes. For time's sake, I'm just going to just copy and paste here. Let's see, gutter cleaning. I'm just want to see if there's a breakdown of the gutter cleaning, which it's not. It's okay. Awning cleaning. Okay. So it doesn't look like it actually breaks down what they do in the service, so that's okay. Um, all right, so service area. So this is where you want to put in, it's going to take a little bit of homework. You want to put in all the cities that you actually service, or the zip codes or a county, or just whatever it is, right? So I'll put like Dallas, Plano, Richardson, McKinney, Frisco, Louisville. I'm just making stuff up, right? Uh, Irving, etc., etc. Okay, so we're gonna put in the cities. Be as thorough as you can here, okay? Because remember, as we are putting together this prompt, Susie is starting with a blank sheet, right? So whatever we train Susie on is like she's gonna take it very, very literally, okay? So the other thing that you want to do is you want to, okay, what is the website? So we're going to do fishwindowcleaning.com. If you have any digital brochures or anything like that, go ahead and plop that here. If you have any line item descriptions, that's beneficial, but we don't really need that right now. That's for depending on like how detailed you want her to be trained on. Any other documents that you want to train the AI on. So for right now, we're just going to use this website, and we're going to use this website to create a knowledge base. And I'll show you how to do that here later as well. Next, you want to check, okay, what email address do I want to send notifications to? So it could be like Amber empowered home pros Amber at gmail.com, right? Whatever. Let's just say that was the email address. And then if you want to be able to text notifications, that's where you need to have Twilio set up. We're not going to cover this part in the video because it's not necessary. It's not really needed, right? The other thing is if you need to transfer a call transfer number, right? So this is for if they want to speak to a human. Do you want them to forward the calls, right? And if so, you want to put that number there, okay? So we've got this completed, right? The next thing you want to do is actually create the actual prompt, right? So the prompt is the instructions. And so this is a template that you guys can use, and I'm going to show you how to quickly update this template. When you are writing a prompt for an AI voice agent, it is used what's called Markdown. So if you want to, I'm not going to get into it on this video. I'm going to show you how to use this without knowing Markdown. But at some point, you do definitely need to learn Markdown, or at least utilize AI to write Markdown for you, because that is what's going to help your prompting. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly review the prompt here. And so we're going to say, hey, this is ABC. This is the template, and I'm going to show you how to update it. But it says ABC exterior cleaning voice agent prompt. So the context, right? We need to give the agent context. You're answering an inbound call for ABC, whatever company it is. You want to tell them, hey, this is how you want to chat. You want to be super, super helpful. This is the company information, right? And this is the information that's going to get updated. We're training her on your company info, the services offered, your service area, your phone number, your website, and your hours. Okay. The persona, this is where you can do the name, right? And I think we said we're naming her Susie. Oops, I didn't have to update that. I'll show you later. But, right there, and it's, ABC window and exterior cleaning, let's just say. The tone, right? So we're going to tell her the tone, always be happy to help. And we're going to give her some example of some friendly responses. You can put all that in there. These are the little things, guys, that will make your AI voice assistant sound amazing, okay? Um, Call flow. Remember this chart here, right? We are now going to turn this chart into a prompt. The first thing we're going to talk about is the greeting, right? So call flow, initial greeting. So we're going to give it a task. So we're going to say, hey, greet the caller, listen to the response, and then determine the reason for the call. Before moving down the proper path, always be sure to let the caller know that you are a virtual assistant, right? But you can help them with most of the needs. I think this is super important. We need to let the callers know up front that they are talking to a virtual AI assistant, because it's not perfect, right? But if you tell them up front, the caller is going to be more understanding. If you don't tell the caller up front and then it sounds wonky, they're going to feel like you've tried to dupe them, which we don't. So here's an example. Greeting. Thanks for calling ABC Exterior Cleaning. This is Gemma. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? Right? Wait for the caller's response. How can I help you? And then it's going to listen, and then it's going to say, I'd love to help you with your whatever the specific request is. As a quick heads up, I'm a virtual assistant. I'm here to quickly and easily get you the help you need. If at any point you prefer connecting with a team member, just say the word and I'll take a message to have someone reach out to you personally. Now, this is where we come in. Look, quote request. If we go here, quote request, right? So we're going through and we're saying quote request. Acknowledge, I'd be happy to help you get a quote request. Collect their contact information. Right here, we're collecting the first and last name. We're collecting a phone number. And then we're asking for the email address. You let the caller know we usually send the quotes via email and ask them to spell out the email address. Determine what services are needed. So I'm not going to go through this verbatim, guys. What you want to do is kind of take the time to kind of go through and just read through it, right? It's saying all of these things, right? And then after it gets the information, it explains the next step. And then it says, "Hey, make sure that you've gotten this information. If you didn't get it, go ahead and ask for it before wrapping up the call." Then we do the call wrap up. Is there anything else I can help you with? And then the call closing, right? And so that is how we turn this into an actual prompt, right? We did the same thing for scheduling. And you can see here it asks if, hey, are you a new or returning customer? For returning customers, it has a path. And for new customers, it has a path. And then it does the same process, takes it, wraps up the call, and then closes the call. Billing inquiry, right? So now we're down billing inquiry path. Express empathy. This is super important because who calls happy over a billing inquiry, right? So you want to let them know that you want to be empathetic, collect the contact information, gather billing details, confirm that you're understanding. So we want it to repeat what the issue is. Thank them for sharing the details and let them know that we're going to pass it on, and close with empathy, right? And then the transfer. And so in this instance, I have some clients that don't want to answer the phone, right? They don't want an instant transfer, right? And so what we are going to do is we're still going to take a message and take a message and pass them on, right? And then the general question flow, we're actually going to create a knowledge base and pretty much say we're going to collect the information, confirm that they have the question correctly. So we want to make sure that she understands the question correctly. And then we're going to provide an answer if possible. And now that's where we plug in what's called a knowledge base. And I'll show you how to do that. Call handling instructions. All right. So these are just other instructions. I'm not going to go through this entire thing, but here's what we are going to do. We are going to take this prompt. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to go to Claude and I'm going to say you are an expert prompt engineer. I have a prompt that I would like you to update with my company information. Oops. It's been a long day, guys. All right. For my company information, um, I will provide you both the prompt and the company info. Do you understand? You don't have to put this, but sometimes it helps to just make sure that the AI understands what you're asking it to do. Okay. So I'll say, here's the prompt. And I've already copied it, so I pasted the prompt. And so next it should ask me for the company information. So it's telling me what information to provide, right? But I'm going to come here and I'm going to copy this info. Uh-oh. And company info. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because it might not format it correctly. I'm going to come down here, paste it unlinked. Oh, I'm going to come down here and paste without formatting. So this is how I'm going to actually do it and paste it in there. And paste it. So right now it's updating the prompt. You see here, it updated it for fish window cleaning, company name. See how it updated that? So we just saved a bunch of time. All right, let's see here. So we're just going to give it a second to go ahead and run through this. So you'll see here, it mentions Eric, it updated even Eric directly, right? So one thing to do also, I just want to mention this, excuse me, is that you want to still double check everything. Fish window cleaning, that's good, that's good. It's got the service area, phone number, website, hours, persona. I don't know if it had the name. Did it have the name on there for the assistant? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. We'll come back to this. The next thing that we need to do, so we've done all this, is we've updated the prompt. Now what we need to do is go to a tool called retail.ai. This is the voice platform that I use. It's one of the ones that I use. Now this is constantly changing. There's tons of voice AI tools out there. There's Retail, there's Vappy, there's and a ton more that are coming out. This is the one I like to use. You can try it out for free. So just go there and try it out for free and set up a new account. When you set up account, this is what it will look like in there. And what you're going to want to do is, let's see here. Am I in the right one? Let's go ahead and go here. We're going to create an agent and we're going to create a single prompt agent. Then we're going to click start from blank. So this is what it all looks like when you're setting this up. Okay, so let me show you what part of the process we're at now. Okay, so we are now going to take this and build it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this prompt that we just did and we're going to copy. And then we are going to paste. All right, and then we're going to click save. Now we're going to go to the top. I'm going to rename this single prompt agent and I'll say like inbound, inbound fish window cleaning, right? Okay, so you're going to want to keep this setting on ChatGPT 4.0. This is where you can update the voice settings. So you can click on here. They use what's called 11 Labs or PlayHT or OpenAI. You can scroll through here. You can, I don't know if you heard that, but you'll be able to hear that. So you can pick whatever one you want and just click use voice once you find one that you like. So change anything there. You can also don't mess with this too much because you don't really have to up front if you're just getting started. But you can adjust the speed, the voice temperature, like are they calm, are they emotional, and the voice volume. You can edit that there. You've got different languages, or if you want it to be multilingual, um, multilingual will slow it down a little bit in your conversations. But I just wanted to show you those options there. The next thing you want to do is you want to come over here to functions. Function is like what you want your AI assistant or agent to be able to do. So if you click add, we definitely want them to be able to end the call, right? And so you don't have to do anything. You can just leave that and click end call. If you wanted to transfer the call, you would come here and click call transfer and you would fill this out. So, and you give it a description. Again, you're training her, right? So use this to transfer the call if someone asks to speak to a human, blah, 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 right? And you can then set this up. Again, I'm not going to go over to this in specifics, into details, because we're just building a basic functioning one, right? Knowledge base. We're going to come back to the knowledge base, okay? This is pretty much where you give her, remember, our call flow only covered these areas, right? But if someone has a FAQ, we still need to train your assistant on that. And so that's where creating a knowledge base comes into play. We're going to circle back to that. Speech settings. If you want background noise, right? Do you want it to sound like it's at a coffee shop, static noise, call center, or none? You really don't have to mess around with this. Responsiveness and interruption sensitivity. Again, these are advanced settings. You don't have to mess with these unless you notice that your assistant starts like cutting people off or like interrupting a lot. Leave that the same. Back channeling, this is for if you want it to sound very human like and say like yeah or uh-huh during conversations. I personally do not turn this on. Speech normalization, this is so like it turns it into speech like like we talk. So for example, if it's repeating back a phone number or like an address, like 123 Main Street, will it say 123 Main Street? Or if it's a phone number, will it say 123, 214, 1324, right? So I do usually turn that on because it helps it. All of these, I really don't mess with it that much. The rest of these, okay? We can close that out and we'll go to call settings. Again, I don't do any of this either, right? Like I'm leaving this alone so you don't have to mess with that. That's more so for outbound. Post call analysis. Okay, post call analysis. This is what data do you want to retrieve, right? Remember, when we go back here, we're going to have end of call data. So the questions that you're asking, what is your name, first name, last name, email, street address? You can send that through data, okay? So in this instance, I am going to add a post call connect. So the first thing is going to be a text, and I'm going to say first name. I'm going to type it with no spaces, or you could type it with an underscore, first name. I like to do with no spaces. So we're going to do first name, text, it's going to be last name, save, text. You could do phone. For that, you could do text or number. I just do text. And actually, I'm going to come here and I'm going to do callback phone. Callback phone number. All right. I'm going to put that there. What else are we asking for? Email. Now, usually these are so common that we don't need to do a description, but you could come in here and you could just say, for example, phone number, like a good number to call back caller, right? So you can put a description in there, but these are pretty, it's pretty smart, it can tell. You can put in here street address. You can put in here city. We're also for quote request, right? Remember, so you'll want to go through here and see what questions that it's asking. So under the quote request, we're asking for the city name. And then you could say, we also need to know the reason for the call, actually. Reason for call. And how, oh, services that they're interested in. Services interested in. And there was one more. What was it? What was it? Oh, how did you hear about us? How did you hear about us? And I think we can see what happens if it still has that there. Okay. So this is all the information that is going to be passed into our data. Okay. Security, fallback settings. You can leave this okay. Like if you're doing HIPAA or, we're doing this a cleaning business, so you don't need to worry about that. Fallback voice ID, that's if like something happens to 11 labs, you can choose a backup voice. Um, and then webhooks. We're going to come back to this, right? Webhook, remember in this instance, we're going to connect to Zapier, but we're going to come back to that, okay? So the other thing we want to do is the welcome message. You want to go here and select AI begins with a dynamic message. And so now we've got her pretty much set up. And so you can come here and you can do a chat to test, right? And you can come here and actually test that out. Let me go in and add some billing information for this, but give me just a second here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to test out what we have so far. You can test here with text, and you can do like a manual chat text, or you can test out the audio. And this will actually go through your computer screen. So let's go ahead and test the agent audio.
Thanks for calling Fish Window Cleaning. This is your name. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Uh-oh, so you see what happens? It said this is your name. So it looks like we did not update. We did not update something. So this is why I said prompt, double check your prompt. Look, it says this is your name, right? So we're going to pop here. We remember her name was Susie. All right, so we're going to test the audio again. Let's just go through and see what happens. I'm going to click test here.
Thanks for calling Fish Window Cleaning. This is Susie. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Yeah, hey, this is Amber.
Hi, Amy. How can I help you today?
Oh, actually, my name is Amber.
Oh, thanks for clarifying, Amber. It's great to chat with you. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I'm looking to get some pricing on some window cleaning for my house.
I'd be happy to help you get a quote today, Amber. As a quick heads up, I'm a virtual assistant here to make things quick and easy for you. If you'd prefer to speak with a team member at any point, just let me know and I can take a message for you. To get started, may I have your last name, please?
Yeah, my last name is Jones.
Thank you, Amber Jones. What's the best phone number to reach you in case we need to follow up?
214-123-1234.
Got it, thank you. We usually send quotes via email. Could you spell out the best email address to send it to?
Yeah, it's going to be amberjones123@gmail.com.
Thank you for that, Amber. Now, which of our window cleaning or related services are you interested in for your property?
Yeah, it was residential window cleaning. What other services do you offer?
Great choice with residential window cleaning. We also offer a variety of other services, including interior and exterior window cleaning, storm window cleaning, screen cleaning, skylight cleaning, mirror cleaning, chandelier cleaning, outdoor light fixture cleaning, ceiling fan cleaning, gutter cleaning, and awning cleaning. Is there anything else you'd like to include along with the window cleaning?
No, just window cleaning is good.
Perfect. We'll stick with residential window cleaning. What's the address of the property we'll be servicing?
123 Main Street.
Thank you. And which city is that in?
That is in Dallas.
Got it, Dallas it is. Oh, before we wrap up, could you let me know how you heard about us?
Through Facebook.
Thanks for sharing that. We'll take all your information and look up your home online. If we need more details or an in-person visit, our team will reach out to you as soon as possible. Before we go, is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that'll be all.
Thanks so much for reaching out, Amber. Our team will be in touch soon with your quote. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye. All right, and then you can see that it automatically hung up. Okay, so we just tested for the quote request, okay? Now, it sounds good. If you want to change the video, the voice, you can change the voice, but there's a couple of things we forgot to go back and do. We need to create a knowledge base. So we're going to click add a new knowledge base. And what this is going to do is this is where we can upload information about our service. So we can go here and we're going to click enter. And we're going to name the knowledge base. So it could be like fish, window, cleaning, KB for knowledge base, right? And then you can click add. And look, you can just add the website. So I'm going to go fishwindowcleaning.com. I'm going to paste it there. And what it's going to do is it's going to scrape and crawl that website and get all the data off the website for you. So you don't have to do anything. Wow, this thing has 5,000 pages. So I'm not going to do that. Like usually I would just say, oh, select all the pages. That's going to be too big. So for this sake, um, I was not expecting that, y'all. So you just go through and check whatever pages you want to be on that knowledge base. I'm just gonna select the one, because it would take forever to upload a knowledge base for 5,000 pages, and I'm sure it just has the 5,000 pages because it is a franchise business. And then you can even hit here it says auto sync web pages every 24 hours, so it'll update every 24 hours. I'm not gonna do that in this example. I'm just gonna click save. And so it's updating the knowledge base right now. So we'll give that a second to update. Great. So now if we go here, we click add. Let's refresh the page here. And then we're going to go to knowledge base. We click add. Now you'll see it says fish window cleaning KB. The other thing we need to do is we need to add a webhook so that that information I just did, so it will pass it on to Zapier. So what we are going to do is I have a link that I will share this Zap with you, okay? But I'm going to go through this Zap really quickly to show you what it is. So you want to get a webhook by Zapier, and you want to make it a catch hook. This one here, click continue, and you want to copy, and then we're going to come here and paste, okay? And so what we're going to do is we can't do anything right now because we need to give it some test data, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to do another test call very, very quickly. So just so we can test this webhook. All right, so I'm going to go here.
Thanks for calling Fish Window Cleaning. This is Susie. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hey Susie, my name is Amber Jones. I live at 123 Main Street in Dallas. I'm looking to get some window cleaning on my house. I heard about you guys on Facebook, and my email address is amberjones123@gmail.com.
Thanks, Amber. I'd be happy to help you with that. As a quick heads up, I'm a virtual assistant here to make things quick and easy for you. If at any point you'd prefer to connect with a team member, just let me know and I can take a message for you. So, you're looking to get some window cleaning done for your house at 23 Main Street in Dallas, and you heard about us on Facebook. Thank you for sharing that. Could you confirm the best phone number to reach you in case we need to follow up?
Yes, 214-123-1234.
Got it, Amber. Thank you for providing your phone number. We'll take all your information and look up your home online to prepare your quote. If we need any additional details or an in-person visit, Our team will reach out to you as soon as possible. Before we wrap up, is there anything else I can help you with today?
Nope, that'll be all. Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Now I did that. I spit out a ton of information because I didn't want to spend 2, 3, 4 minutes doing a test call, right? What we're testing right here is making sure that this webhook can pass the information through. So I'm going to click Find New Records. And look, it pulls through 3 records, but the one I'm going to look for, see this one says call analyzed, call ended. That's the one we want to look for. You see how it says event call ended? So then we're going to continue with the selected record. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to use AI inside of Zapier to actually organize the data so that we can put it into our Google Sheet, okay? So what we did here is you want to go AI by Zapier, and we're saying, hey, take the transcript. So one of the things that's passed through this webhook is an actual transcript of the call. So now on this step, we're saying, hey, you're a data analyst and your job is to read through the call transcript. Um, oops, hold on. Just do allow. Okay. Read through the call transcript and pull out all this information. And guys, this should look familiar, right? First name, last name, phone, email, street, city, reason for call, service, and shit. How did you hear about us? Right? So if you go here, post call analysis, that's what we did. You could literally just copy and paste that, but you don't have to. Like if you add more questions in there, then you definitely need to come here and add, like, for example, if you wanted to know how soon are you looking to have service completed, then you want to type that here and then add a new field because these are the fields that it's going to break it down into. So we'll click continue, and if we were to retest the step, this is the data in, but what we want to look at is the data out. Data out, okay? So you see how it took the data from my call, Amber Jones, 214123, Amber Jones 123 at Gmail. And see, remember, this is the information that I gave it. I live in Dallas. I'm quote request, window cleaning, heard about us on Facebook. Okay, then we click continue. Then what you want to do is you want to connect Zapier to Google Sheets. Okay, so you don't have to do anything here. We just need to make sure that you um, plug in your actual Google Sheet here. We'll click continue. I'm gonna do my drive, and I want to make sure that I am on the right one. And the name of this sheet, you should have your own copy of this. So the name of this sheet that I'm looking for is DIY AI Phone Assist Inbound. So I'm going to go back here and let's refresh some results. And we'll go DIY, here it is, fish window cleaning. The worksheet is going to be the call log, right? And it's going to plug in the call ID, the agent ID, reason for the call. There we go. Okay. Service is interested in. So I need to search for that field. Did I have that on there? Service is interested in. I don't think that's on there. Service is interested in, and how did you hear about us? Let's see. How did you hear about us? And it looks like we don't have the one for services interested in. Reason for call, street. So I'm going to go back here and I need to reconfigure this one. Services interested in, window cleaning. Services interested in. So let's check the output. Services interested in, window cleaning. So that should be an option. I might be overlooking it. So for some reason it didn't do that here. Let's see. Services interested in. And so this is what I say, like you're gonna have to do some what's called debugging. Ah, you know why? Look, it's got these dots here. I'm gonna remove those dots. Services interested in, we're gonna continue. Let's retest the step. That's the data in. Let's look at the data out. Services interested in. We're gonna click continue. Let's go to here. Services interested in should show now. Services interested in. There we go. Then click continue. All right, so now we can retest the step. And look, it posted it here. So this first one's going to look yucky. So I'm just going to reset that, reset, and there you go. Okay, so now you've actually got a call log there if you want. And then this is where you could also add like an email address. If you wanted to put like a Gmail, you could put that in there as well. So let me see if there's one more thing I can actually add here. Call recording URL. All right, so let's go here and let's see if we can pull that in. So let's refresh the fields. Call recording URL. Let's see if we can find that in the webhook. So I'm just going to type URL. There it is, call recording URL. And then we're going to click continue, retest the step. And so boom, now we've got the call recording URL. This is going to drive me nuts. So I'm going to make it, there we go, call recording URL. So now if you wanted to send yourself an email, you could click on action and let's use Gmail. And you can craft a draft, delete email, send an email. You could do it through Gmail. I wonder if they actually used to have just an email. There we go. Let's just use the email instead of the Gmail. Now we're going to send an outbound email. We're going to send it to whatever you wanted. Says emails sent during the testing. You can send a maximum of 5 emails per day. Okay. All right. So just put that in there and just you say like woohoo, or just say this new call from. And then you just come in here and you can plug in that information. New call from Amber space Jones. And then this is where you can plug in that same data here. And then for time's sake, you can come in here and you can plug in the same information on the Google Sheet. You could say like reason for a call. You come here and reason for call, quote request, and then you space, and then you could say first name, last name, street address, etc., etc., right? So we'll come in here and we need to map that info. So first name, and then we'll search the last name, Jones, street address. You can come in here, start typing out street address, city. So you can type in the city, right? So you can do that, and then you could even in the email put call recording URL, and we'll search for URL, and then there's the call recording URL. All right, so that will actually, if you need to CC some people or anything like that, click continue and send a test email. And data out. So it did go ahead and send that email there. And so that's how you check it. Okay, so now the Zap works, all right? So now you are actually set. Congratulations, you've actually created your own AI voice assistant. Now, the next thing you'd want to do, I want to be fully transparent, is you need to test, 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 test. So remember, when we did this, there are all these different potential reasons for a call. Let's see here. Let's test out the knowledge base, okay? So let me do a phone call and let's do a call and ask it something on the homepage to see if it tested the knowledge base. Uh, let's see. Let's ask it about if they're nationwide. So let's do a test call.
Thanks for calling Fish Window Cleaning. This is Susie. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hey Susie, this is Amber, and I'm wondering, are you guys a franchise?
Hi, Amber. Yes, we are a franchise. Each fish window cleaning location is independently owned and operated, but we all share the same commitment to providing excellent service. How can I help you today?
How many franchises do you guys have?
Great question, Amber. Fish Window Cleaning has over 270 franchise offices nationwide. With so many locations, there's a good chance we have one near you. Is there something specific I can assist you with today?
So why should I choose fish window cleaning?
That's a great question, Amber. Here are a few reasons why Fish Window Cleaning stands out. Experience. We have over 40 years of experience in the window cleaning industry. Reliability. Our team is known for being prompt, professional, and dependable. Wide range of services from residential to commercial. We handle everything from windows and skylights to chandeliers and gutters. Customer satisfaction. We're committed to making sure you're happy with our work, and we have over 200,000 satisfied customers to back that up. Convenience, whether you need a one-time cleaning or ongoing service, we make it worry-free. Locally owned, each location is independently owned and operated, so you get personalized service with the backing of a trusted national brand. We'd love the chance to make your windows sparkle. Is there a specific service you're interested in?
Um, do you support anything like any veterans or anything like that?
That's a wonderful question, Amber. Fish Window Cleaning is proud to support veterans. In fact, we actively encourage veterans to join our franchise family by offering special incentives for them to own and operate their own fish window cleaning locations. It's part of our commitment to giving back and supporting those who have served. Is there anything else you'd like to know or any service I can assist you with today?
No, that'll be it. Thanks so much. Okay, so you can see there that she did pull from the knowledge base. There was no way for her to know that they had 270 franchise locations, um, unless I added that knowledge base. Okay, so the next steps of the process. So yes, this setup actually took what 40 minutes that we did, guys, and I went through it kind of quickly. But what you need to do is we will need to test. You want to make sure you put aside a good 2 to 10 hours of testing. The more you test before you launch, the less oopsies you have after you launch when you go live. So, for example, the quote request, we need to check every one of these. You need to do test calls for, right? And then every one of these nodes, you got to do test calls for or test chats with, right? And then you want to do it 2 or 3 times. You want to stress test. Not everyone will follow your prompts, right? Sometimes someone will come through and just blurt out a ton of information, right? So you want to test how are they going to reply. So let's do a test. Let's try to break it. You want to actually try to break your AI voice before you launch. So let's see if I can break it here.
Thanks for calling Fish Window Cleaning. This is Susie. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with
Oh
today?
my God, Susie, I'm so upset. Your company keeps sending me these doggone invoices that I've already paid. I really need this taken care of.
I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with this billing issues can be so frustrating, and I completely understand. Let's get this sorted out for you right away. May I have your name so I can make sure this gets resolved for you?
Yeah, my name is Amber Jones.
Thank you, Amber. What's the best phone number for our billing team to reach you so they can follow up and
Oh
get
my
this
gosh, you
resolved?
should have this information.
I completely understand, Amber, and I truly appreciate your patience. I just want to make sure we have everything we need to get this resolved
Oh my
quickly
God,
for
my
you.
phone number is 214-123-1234.
Thank you, Amber. Can you tell me a bit more about the billing issue you're experiencing so I can pass along all the details to our billing team?
I just told you. Were you not paying attention?
I'm so sorry, Amber. You're absolutely right. You mentioned receiving invoices for payments you've already made. I'll make sure our billing team knows this so they can resolve it for you. Is there anything else you'd like me to include in the message for them?
Just to hurry up. How long is it going to take them to get back to me?
I completely understand the urgency, Amber. I'll mark this as a priority for our billing team, and they should get back to you as soon as possible. Is there anything else I can assist you with while we wait for them to follow up?
No, that'll be all.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Amber.
All right, so there you go. So, right, you see what I did? We want to try to throw it off as much as possible. I mean, she was still empathetic and everything, right? So, go through each one of these and try to break it. Let's test. Hold on a second. Let's test really quick the scheduling, right?
Thanks for calling Fish Window Cleaning. This is Susie. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Yeah, I need you guys to come out and clean my windows.
I'd love to help with that. As a quick heads up, I'm a virtual assistant and I'm here to quickly and easily get you the help you need. If at any point you'd prefer connecting with a team member, just say the word and I'll take a message and have someone reach out to you personally. To get started, may I have your first and last name, please?
Yeah, it's Amber Jones. Amber
Thank you.
Jones,
Thank you, Amber. What's the best phone number to reach you in case we get disconnected?
214-123-1234.
Got it. Thank you. We
Hey, do you
usually send
guys do
quotes.
gutter cleaning?
Absolutely. Clean windows can make such a difference. Are you asking about a specific service or just confirming how we handle things? Let me know, and I'll be happy to help.
No, I was just wondering if you guys did gutter cleaning too.
Yes, we sure do. Along with window cleaning, we also offer gutter cleaning services. Would you like to include that in your request?
Yeah, I need you guys to come out and do that. Window cleanings and gutters. Come out and do that for me.
Perfect. I'll make sure we include both window cleaning and gutter cleaning for you. Could you share the address of the property where you'd like the services done?
123 Main Street.
Thank you. And which city is that in?
This is in. Don't you guys have this information? I'm trying to get you guys scheduled to come out.
I completely understand, Amber. We just like to confirm the details to make sure everything is accurate. Could you let me know which city you're located in?
I'm in
This helps us.
Dallas. Are you helping me schedule this? I'm already a customer of yours.
Thanks for letting me know you're in Dallas, Amber. And it's great to have you back with us as a returning customer. I'll pass this along to our team, and they'll reach out to you directly to get your service scheduled. Is there anything specific you'd like me to note for the team about the window or gutter cleaning?
No, that'll be all. Thank you. All right, so you see how I threw her off, right? I wanted to see if she would catch that I was actually trying to schedule. So these are the type of tests that you want to do. You want to spend enough time doing it. Um, and again, so the setup of these are not really hard. It's the technical, it's the testing. You want to make sure you put some hours aside to test these out. You can test via a manual chat, right? So if you can do the manual chat, you could just type it and you can type your message here, right? And you can test that way. But you can also test with audio. And the other thing that you want to test is you want to test the functionality of this as well, right? You know, one thing I didn't include in here now that I think about it is probably you probably want a call summary, right? So you can also do that. We can come through and add a call summary. So there's lots of things as you go through this, you're going to have lots of things that you're going to want to add and do. But in less than an hour, I've shown you how you can actually create this, and they sound really good. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but guys, any business owner can come out here and do this. I like using retail.ai. Their fees, you know, right here, it's about 13 cents per minute. They do charge for testing and things like that. I like to say, hey, just shoot for like 50 cents per minute. Just use it for average. A lot of times you can get way under that for per minute. But by doing this, you will have a very usable agent that you can use. You can come in here and buy a phone number, right? You buy a phone number and then you just select the inbound agent that you want, and you will be set to go, guys. So, that is how you do it. Okay, in less than an hour, I've showed you how to do it. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want access to this, please ask about the community that we will be putting together. If you want to be on the wait list for the community, feel free to reach out or comment below on this video, and you can actually get these templates. You can also get access to the template to the prompt. And also instructions on how to create the zap. If you want this done for you, we also do offer a done for you service. Right now, this is what's called our basic receptionist, and for our basic receptionist, you can get started. As of today, you can get started for as little as $297 per month, plus minutes. So if that's something that you're interested in, if this is a little bit overwhelming, feel free to just click the link below, set up a time to talk with us, or set up a time, and we can actually get this created for you within about 3 to 5 business days. Now, if you want something more complex, feel free to reach out to us on that as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you took a lot out of it. Take care. Talk soon.